Hi, my name is Dr. Noel Lucas. I'm here from Blue Oasis Pet Hospital to answer some questions that you might have about your dog's skin. And more specifically, we're going to talk about skin cancer in dogs. So I have an assistant who's going to ask me some questions that you might have.
So Dr. Lucas, what kind of skin cancer can dogs get?
So dogs do get skin cancers. There's just a whole barrage of different ones that they can get, kind of similar to what you and I can get. They can get basal cell carcinomas, they can get plasma cell tumors, they can get hemangiosarcomas of the skin, they can get mast cell tumors. That's kind of more specific to the canine and feline breeds. But there are a long little list. Melanomas are one. Different types of skin cancer that we do see in dogs.
And so, what can I do to help prevent skin cancer in dogs?
Well, just good. I don't know that you can prevent it. Sometimes it's unfortunately just sort of genetically predisposed that your dog's going to get cancers, especially as they get older. They start acquiring diseases, and one of those is different types of lumps and bumps on their skin. We do know that dogs that like to sunbathe and just lay out in the sun, so lots of solar exposure, can have some types of skin cancer that is related to just sunbathing.
Can I put sunscreen on a dog?
Great question. I mean, technically you can put sunscreen on the dog. We have some specific breeds like the Chinese crested. They're hairless breed primarily, so we actually do encourage the pet owners to put some sunscreen on their pets. Most dog owners are not going to put sunscreen on your pet, or you should not, because a constant sun exposure is one thing, but you can have them avoid that. But putting a lot of sunscreen, dogs lick themselves. We aren't licking ourselves, so they lick themselves and can actually ingest a lot of sunscreen, which we do not recommend. So no, you do not need to put sunscreen on your dog unless you've been specifically directed by your veterinarian, and we will usually discuss that product with you.
How common is skin cancer in dogs?
I mean, it is pretty common. We do see a lot of different types of skin nodules. Oftentimes they're benign, so they're not technically cancer, but we do see a fair amount of mast cell tumors. It's spelled M-A-S-T, mast, like a ship. Mast cell tumors are one of the more common skin tumors that we will see in the small animal practice on your dog. We will get little ones like plasma cell tumors and basal cell tumors that are less common, but we will see them. And then pretty rare, but is seen, is the cutaneous or dermal hemangiosarcoma. They look like real bright blood blisters, oftentimes with dogs that actually on their skin, on their bellies, that because they've been laying out in the sun a whole lot, and they actually increase the risk of hemangiosarcoma on the skin.
And so, are certain dog breeds more prone to skin cancer than other ones?
Yeah, unfortunately, we do see the boxer breed have just more cancer than any other breed, and they're short-haired and they have more skin exposure, so we will see these guys a little bit more with some skin nodules and skin cancer. Pit bulls, I would say, we see a little bit more with some skin cancers. Maybe some German short-haired pointers and some just short-haired dogs. They're talking about boxers, pit bull, German short-haired pointers, dogs that have really incredibly short hair, maybe light hair as well, like the diluted blue coat, white dogs. They just, again, solar exposure, they just have a little bit more of it, and they have sometimes increased risk of skin cancers. So, but pretty much any dog breed can have skin cancers.
Can tumors in dogs be removed, and what does that feel like for a dog?
So oftentimes skin cancer on the dog is not something that is really bothering your dog unless it's ulcerating and creating a secondary infection or a wound. Most of the time they're not doing that. They're just maybe domed or just covered with normal skin, but they've lost their hair, or maybe you see that pop up and it's real red or inflamed, and then the next day it's kind of gone and you have a hard time finding it, and then it pops up again. Be warned, that could be a mast cell tumor, because they like to go up and down and because of the swelling that they have in the tissue space. But Generally they're not uncomfortable, but they tend to grow more rapidly, or they change, or they can ulcerate, and then that causes discomfort to them. But if you see a lump or a bump on the skin, it's not uncommon to find lumps and bumps on your dog, so that's pretty common, especially as they get older. We just want you to bring that up to your veterinarian so that they can look at it, say, hey, do we have any concerns about that? If we do, we might take a little needle and stick into it and do a little aspirate, look at it under the microscope. Maybe we just want to take it off if they're having maybe a dental cleaning done, and just get it off of them. So anyway, your veterinarian will be able to help guide you into what needs to happen if your dog is suspected of having skin cancer. Please reach out to us at Blue Oasis Pet Hospital if you have any lumps or bumps on your dog that you need to have checked over. Thanks.